Hey guys, it's Mark, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the subconscious mind and how it can greatly impact your life, your business, and really all areas of your lifestyle. Okay, so I've done lots of research in the area of mind development. It's really what I think separates a lot of the winners and losers in this type of environment. A lot of the material is from Bob Proctor's resources, as well as people earlier in the 1900s, as well as some of my mentors, my coaches. It's how I begin to understand it, and hopefully you'll get some value out of this, because I think a lot of people are stuck and they don't necessarily like the whole mindset aspect of it, but they're probably the ones who need this type of thing the most. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. But basically, you have to understand we are like running a program each and every day. It's like a system, if you will, and it's the constant chatter that we're telling ourselves is what's going to make a huge impact and a huge difference in our lives. So if you have got negative self-talk, doubt, you're constantly beating yourself up, calling yourself stupid, like to be able to manifest or create some sort of business or lifestyle really of any significance is going to be very, very challenging and probably will not happen. It's about having the good thoughts, the good actions, and ultimately getting the good results in your business. Okay, so I wanted to show you this uh, basic drawing. Okay, and this is like the stick person drawing. Okay, so if this was the mind, there would be two areas of the mind. So you'd have your conscious, and you'd also have your subconscious. Wow, that's a brain buster, right? Like we've heard of this before, obviously, right? But these two parts of the mind operate totally differently, okay? And as far as I begin to understand it, our conscious mind, this is it. This is our thinking mind. And we've basically been gifted with an intellect. We've been gifted with a set of mental faculties. Now, this is, you're not going to learn anything too crazy here, but it's all about sharpening these mental faculties. So, what are the mental faculties? Well, they are reason. You have the ability to accept this information, you can reject this information, you can think, you can make a decision. You know, my dog's over there on the deck here, like he's got basic mental faculties, but he doesn't have the reason, like he doesn't know that he's a dog, right? You have the will. This is your ability to focus. This is your ability to zone in on a task and concentrate. Hugely important. We have the imagination. So this is like the whole thing with visualization. We tend to think in pictures. I've got a young son and daughter, and like their imagination is absolutely running wild right now. But we have the ability to tap into the imagination. If you do a little bit of research on Albert Einstein, he was huge on visualization and imagination and developing that mental faculty. Okay, so athletes like Tiger Woods, guys like Mike Tyson, these high performance athletes, they see the picture in the mind, they see the shot in the mind, they see themselves winning. Conor McGregor, another huge example, tapping into their imaginative faculty. It's such a powerful thing. That's the whole thing with the vision board and kind of seeing and acting it before it happens in your real life. Okay, we've got your intuition. Hopefully I'm spelling that right, but the intuition, that's the ability to pick up on people's say their frequency or their vibration of like you get that kind of that feeling of I think they're thinking this. And I do it all the time with my wife. I'll challenge her to I'll ask her, hey, are you thinking about this? And 9 times out of 10 she is, right? So it's like when you have that gut feeling, you're typically right. It's like you go with the heart, you know what I mean? So it's like you can absolutely develop that. And when you have that, like when you have someone around you that you trust and love, and like my wife, obviously, you can ask her that, and you'll get that feedback, and you can actually strengthen your intuition. Okay, and we also have the memory. You can strengthen your memory. There's certain books that you can read. There's people memorizing the Bible and stuff. You know, I constantly say I've got a poor memory, but that's just like what I've been like telling myself over and over again. It's like you tend to believe what you tell yourself over and over again. But I'm definitely working on strengthening my memory and being just crystal clear and sharp. Okay, so it's all about toning these mental faculties and sharpening these mental faculties in your life. And this will affect you in really all areas of your life, your health, your finances, and your family. That's really all that matters, right? So these are the mental faculties. This is what is going on in your conscious mind. But it's about impressing what it is you want and putting it in your subconscious mind, because I think it's something like, and I'm not going to quote like specific numbers here, but it's like 90%, or it's a very, very high percentage of our day-to-day activities we do unconsciously. Okay, in our subconscious. So whether it be how we shower, how we get out of the bed in the morning, how we dress and clothe ourselves, like putting our pants on a certain way day in, day out. And you'll begin to see this. Hopefully I'm not losing some of you, but hopefully you'll begin to see this with your partner and see how they operate. What is the first thing they do in the morning? They tend to have a routine or a system in place that they just snap right into action and just go right into action. And this is why that when you want to start a business or do something new that the paradigm or the subconscious is not accustomed to, it will put up a huge fight, and that's why there's going to be that crazy tension, and some people will quit. Okay, perfect example is I was an oil patch worker. Okay, I was working up in northern Canada, cold, around a toxic environment where people, they're swearing, they've got maybe some addictions, hardworking, great people. But when I got laid off, I found it tough to almost fit back into society, because my paradigm, my program, my subconscious system was so stuck in just those day-to-day rhythms, those day-to-day scenarios, that it took me a while to change into the person that I am today. So you have to begin to put good pictures in your subconscious. So how do you, this is your self-image. This is how you look, feel, you talk, you dress, like all these things you're doing subconsciously, okay? Your body, how you see your body is huge. This is your paradigm, right? That's kind of a buzzword, but like your paradigm, all that is your habits. Just keep it super simple. This is your habits, day in, day out. And once you do certain things day in, day out, it will help you like change your lifestyle. Okay, so this is so very crucial to understand, like how the mind operates, how the mind functions. I'm giving you kind of a brief overview. I'm going to leave some links to some resources in the description that can definitely help you. Well, basically, your body here, this is your body. And your body is nothing more than an instrument of the mind. Okay, that's why when people, they might lose some weight, they'll go on a crash diet, but they haven't changed the self-image or their paradigm or their subconscious like belief system. This is like their belief system, right? Beliefs. Then after that fad diet, they go ahead and balloon all that weight back on, okay? Because they see themselves as a bigger person, as a fatter person. You know what I mean? Not like that's a bad word, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Definitely very, very powerful of what's going on in your subconscious. That's why you see people like The Biggest Loser. Some of those guys have like packed all that weight on before because they don't see themselves as a skinny person. Okay, so what are the things you can do to change your paradigm or your belief system? One of the things you can do is repetition. Repeat your goals, repetition, positive recordings. Readings. Okay, so what are your goals? Have a goal, and then times it by 10. Have an absolutely massive goal, and just say it over and over and over again. Positive recordings. Who are you listening to? Who's your guru? My guy is definitely my mentors and my coaches, Bob Proctor. I've been a part of a couple of his programs. I'll leave a link to a paradigm shift program in the description. Very, very powerful stuff. Readings. The Think and Grow Rich, I think I mentioned earlier. Okay, but you start to doing some of this, and it's not going to happen overnight. That's why people we live typically in this microwave or popcorn type of society where we want it like right now, right away, and it's just not how it happens. You know what I mean? Like you have to do this for a significant amount of time. You know, most people say 21 days. I'd even venture more than that, to be completely honest. Probably more like 90 days. 90 days to maybe 120 days. Like 3 to 6 months, really, of doing the same thing over and over again. So as soon as you get out of bed, and this is going to be hard, getting out of bed early, writing out your positive affirmations, doing a positive recording, positive readings. The time frame on this is something that you're going to have to battle with, and you're going to have to fight with at first, but as you do it more and more, it becomes so much easier and more effective. And this is really some of the key things that I've done to catapult my business, my coaching business, and really help and impact a lot of people. So it's what's going on in your subconscious mind and really sharpening your mental faculties. That's what I wanted you to take from this video. But go ahead and click the links in the description. There's going to be a link to Bob Proctor's Paradigm Shift event. It's totally free. It's an amazing resource where he's going to go over a lot of this stuff in greater detail, as well as a free crash course on how to grow and stretch your online business. And if you wanted to go ahead and book a strategy call with me and see how I can help and serve you, that'd be amazing too. So go ahead and leave all those in the description, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.